All right, so when we first made the group, around the same time, uh, I had found a particular spot back in the wildlife management area behind my property, probably about a mile away from my house, that where I was having daytime activity. I had suspected that if they were here at night, then they had to be going to that management area during the day and hiding. Even during hunting season, there's hardly very many people back there because it's not open very often for hunting. Um, so I went back there years ago, started going all over the place, checking things out. And I wanted to check out this particular road or particular area because it was kind of centrally located, equally away from all civilization. That and there was a massive pine bed there, pine thicket, which I even back then thought was kind of important that they bed down in these pine beds. Now, to some of you, you already know about all this, but we've got a lot of new members, so I'm going to go over it again. There's probably a lot of you that have no idea about this video at all, but I got what I believe to be a very large Sasquatch going behind me as I'm going down that road. I'm walking down the road. For whatever reason, I record behind myself with my cell phone, completely unstabilized, for less than a minute. I just hold the phone out and then hit record. I come home, I go through all the video, don't see anything. The next day I'm going through it and I look in the video all the way down, and as far as you can see at the end of the road, there is a massive something alive right in the middle of the road. It looks like it's crossing behind me. It basically looks like a gorilla, judging by the shape of it. Now, this is 100% a blob squatch. I did not see it with my own eyes. I normally don't spend any time with blob squatches, but to me, this was a very convincing blob squatch because of how big it is, all the movement. I do comparison shots where I go, it took me, I think, almost 3 months, 2 or 3 months to find the exact spot. And when I did, I went back and I did comparison videos. I got in the same exact position as it was when it was crossing the road, and it's massive. So if you guys haven't seen that, I'm going to go through that real quick, show you that, some screenshots and the comparison videos. But I had a lot more activity there. I kept going back there after that video. Number one, trying to find where I took the video. Once I found it, and one of the times I was out there doing comparison shots, I was leaving. I made it about 100 yards down that road, and I came to a stack of rocks. And I stopped to look at the rocks, and something massive jumped out of a tree, hit the ground, and ran off. And the really weird thing is I did not remember seeing those rocks on the way in. Now, I can't guarantee they weren't there. I wasn't filming in that spot. They could have been there and I just missed them. But it seems so obvious to miss. But I had that happen. I also had another time to where I was walking. I went back the next time and looked around in that wood line where I heard it jump out of the tree and hit the ground. And as I'm looking around through there, a stick comes, it doesn't fall out of a tree, it comes over my head and hits in front of me. So that's 3 different, technically, times that I had daytime activity there. That was probably a stretch about 6 months. Since then, nothing has happened. I'm going to show the original video, go through the screenshots and show the comparison shots. Look at the size difference. Now, this is 100%, it always has been, a blob squatch. I didn't see it with my own eyes, but judging by the movement and the size and the color and the shadows under the body, the whole 9 yards, I believe it's probably one of them. It does not look like a bear to me at all. But I know a lot of you have seen this, but a lot of you have not. So yesterday I went back to the same spot, looked around, and I found a few interesting things that you can just see the spot for yourself and why I think it's probably a good area. So we'll start out with the road crossing video and the breakdown of that. Talk to you later. All right, this is the original video. All the way down at the end of the road. You're not going to be able to see much. That's good enough for that. Let's go in and change the speed. Slow-mo. And there it is. And you will see it start to take shape. It's like a leg folding out there from that blob. And then it straightens. See it bent. And then straightens out. Now that looks like a gorilla to me, folks. Looks like it's kind of in a football stance, or what a gorilla does when it's knuckle walking. It'll go out of frame for a minute. See, it's changed shape. Still gorilla-like. And that's pretty much it. All right, you can see the arm bend on the right-hand side. See how it's kind of curved? And watch it straighten out. Curved, straight, curved, straight. It's like he's down low and then kind of pops up. All right, I'm back here in the management area. This is where I think they stay during the day. It's about a mile from my house as the crow flies, where I'm at now. is a pain in the butt to get to. During hunting season, there's people down here, but this place is only open a couple weekends. So you don't have to worry about a whole lot of traffic around here. But right around the corner is where I got the road crossing video a couple years ago. We're gonna head that way. All right, that definitely looks kind of like toes. Very hard to tell. It's rained. I think it's rained after that was made. So it could have just washed like that. But I'll look for more. This is the spot where I got the road crossing video. I was down the road and back up the hill, and it looked like it was crossing right here. Starting on this side and going to that side, right? That is a Mylar balloon. I'm sure I don't have to explain to everyone that there is a hypothesis that these creatures, for whatever reason, like Mylar balloons. And they also like the color blue. You know, if I would have found this randomly, it's just very odd that I found it right here, where I possibly had one cross the road behind me at 175 yards. But you never know. Balloons go up in the air and they've got to come down. Now, I've seen a lot of evidence that they like to use pine beds to bed down in. And the reason why I think that is, especially during the wintertime, is it's the only place in the forest that offers very quiet movement capabilities. That may be what's going on my property right now. All the leaves have fallen, and there's no real way for them to approach without making at least some noise. Now, I certainly believe if they take their time, you know, they can still sneak up on you. But I think these pine beds offer security and silence. And this is all one big pine bed on this side of the several acres over here. And that's why I think they're staying there during the day, or one of the reasons. That it's centrally located away from everything. If you take all the surrounding neighborhoods and buildings and houses, this is one of the furthest points away from all those. So it's just speculation, but they're smart creatures. I don't know why they wouldn't think like that. All right, that up there, that high bank right there, is where I got paced coming out of here one night. And as exciting as it was definitely an uncomfortable feeling. Almost to the end. All right, it has gotten too dark to record anything else without using my light, which I don't want to do. But now I get to go home and review all my rear-facing camera footage. That's the next step. didn't have anything happen, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe something crossed behind us.